Marty from AFTV. I'm here with Adam after watching Arsenal draw 0-0 with Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. Adam, run me through it.
That was just absolutely terrible performance, to be honest. There's no getting away from it. You know, you've got to criticise when it's justified, and it's absolutely justified today. They huffed and they puffed and they didn't get anywhere with what they were trying to do. I really don't know what they were trying to do in that game. They were poor in the first half, poorer in the second half. And it looked like Forest were the ones trying to win it at the end as well. They're making attacking substitutions to try and win the game. You know, coming from 17th place in the Premier League and only beating West Ham recently. You know, they've not been on a great run of form and we should be putting teams like that away. It's as simple as that. You know, we've got so much attacking talent and today it just didn't come together. But I think that on an overarching point, you know, it's about destiny. Winning a title is about destiny. And a couple of seasons ago, the famous "we bottled it" season, you know, obviously we didn't get over the line in some of those games. We had that lead and then we lost it. These games, the next few games, are going to dictate whether this Arsenal team becomes a legendary Arsenal team and wins the title finally after 21 years, or whether it's just going to be another, you know, season of disappointment. And to be honest with you, I've been really positive this season, but after seeing that, I'm on the fence because City go and win their game. City didn't go and win their game, I should say. And it seemed like, you know, there was more pressure on as a result of the fact that they didn't win their game, rather than us thinking, do you know what? You know, you were fired up before the game. I think you sort of eclipsed the mood of the whole Arsenal fandom before the game. Like, come on, let's go and win this. We're going to do it now. Look at how many points ahead we could be if we win this game. And just to come out of it, just like... this feeling that we've got, this feeling that we've got right now, it's inexcusable. I mean, you know, Declan Rice coming off the pitch, again, you know, at least he showed a little bit of anger, a little bit of frustration, a little bit of, you know what, that wasn't good enough. Now, I mean, I got absolutely slated for saying, you know, some thoughts about Odegaard and his leadership on the pitch. I didn't see that today. I didn't see the leadership. He's a great player. But today I didn't see that sort of drive, that leadership. You know, do you really think Patrick Vieira would be putting up with that? Or Thierry Henry, or Sol Campbell, or some of those legendary players? You know, it's fine if you lead by example, but where was the leading by example today? Completely agree with you on the penalty situation. I think you're 100% right. The guy moves his arm, literally tries to prevent a corner. There's this whole thing at the moment where a corner's like a penalty for Arsenal. You know,
better off giving him a penalty.
Oh, absolutely. He was trying to prevent the corner. The ball was still in play, and the guy literally moves his arm around to stop it going out for a corner. How much more obvious can it be? I'm not going to go in and say the referee is why we didn't win the game. Obviously, that's not the case. Why we didn't win the game was we didn't have the cutting edge or the thrust to do it. But at the end of the day, why have you got a system like VAR if you've got a decision like that, where everyone on the panel was saying, a couple were not sure, you were definite, and then I think someone was like, it's probably a penalty. If we're all saying that as fans, why is he not sent to the camera to have another look at it? Why are they not utilising the technology? I don't understand it, because I agree with your point 100%. These things matter. These things matter at the end of the season. And it just infuriates me. It's not all about the referees. It's not all about crying. You know, other teams will have decisions that don't go for them. Sure, absolutely. I'm not saying we're the only ones. I'm saying overall, is this being utilised in the way it should be? If we're not sure, even if you take the lighter response, which is, oh, it might be, but it might not be, you've still got to send him to the monitor to have a look at it. And if you're not going to do that, when we're all like, was it, wasn't it? Then what's the point in it? Why just let the referee make mistakes then? If you're not going to actually use the technology, it perplexes me so much. But really what we're looking at now is the DNA of Arsenal. Are they winners? Are these next few games going to be, do you know what? We went away from this, we thought about it, we came back together, and we went again, and we won the league after this point. Will it galvanise the team, or will we fall off? That's the question, and that's the answer that they're going to have to give over the next few games.
Adam, you've been an absolute superstar. Thank you very much. He's been Adam, another one that's walked off. I've been Marty. This has been AFTV.
Listen, following football costs enough money already. So don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football.